Welcome to day 2 of Sediweek, and just to recap, our good pal Sedimite has 12 evolutions, 1 Mega Evolution, 1 G-Max, 1 Corrupted Form with 10 Corrupted Evolutions, a Corrupted Mega, a Corrupted G-Max, a Past Paradox with 11 forms, and a Future Paradox with 17. And what was it you all wanted again?
More Sedimite!
Right. So as the comments have made very clear, you clever viewers notice that the words stone and rock appear in a bunch of Pokemon items besides the evolution stone. So what if any rock could give Sedimite a new evolution? Introducing Seta Giant! It appears the Everstone's ability to cancel evolution wasn't strong enough to prevent Sedimite's stone siphoning ability, but it was strong enough to keep it from gaining any new elemental power, as this giant stone talus inspired hunk of earth is essentially just a larger Sedimite that dwarfs the rest of the Sedilutions in size and weight. When exposed to a damp rock, you'll get Sedimental, who's easily the most unique and versatile of the Sedilutions, as it's based on the D&D Elementalist, and it comes in 4 different forms based on which weather duration increasing rock you use, with Water Robe Sedimental being obscured by a constantly flowing waterfall, sports high special attack, and a signature move called Seta Rain, which is pretty much identical to the underpowered Rain Dance, but will last for 8 turns instead of 5 to reflect Sedimental's built-in damp rock. However, if you use a heat rock, you'll get Sedimental's Fire Robe, a series of disconnected igneous rocks held together by a living flame, and a jagged molten scepter, which gives it very high physical attack, which when combined with its signature move Seta Sun, will have the foe positively sunburned. A smooth rock will make it Sand Robe. This Pokemon constantly whips sand around its stone monolith body that smacks away enemy special attacks, and its signature move makes it the best support Pokemon for an all Sedimite team, which I know many of you are going to make, as the prolonged sandstorm will support every single Sedilution thanks to their shared rock typing, and an icy rock will make Sedimental's Sleet Robe, whose snowy exterior is perfect for nullifying physical attacks, as the layers of soft powder will cushion any direct blow. Just maybe don't tell that to a fighting type. And of course, its signature move Seta Snow ensures increased defense and some days off from school. Okay, this next one is strange, but what about a King's Rock? Introducing Seta Fight! Based on the D&D fighter class, this agile sword and shield golem has absorbed the loyalty-inducing nature that the King's Rock commands, as it now searches for a trainer or Pokemon to serve with all of its Seta might. When exposed to a float stone, bet a lot of you have never even heard of this, it'll evolve into Seta Genie. Based on the Warlock subclass, the Genie, this Pokemon has a very strange property. As you may notice, the bottom half of the float stone at the base of it, the middle in its chest, and the top above its head. And that's because just like the Genie subclass, Seta Genie can retreat back into the float stone for which it came, like a genie returning to its lamp, giving it a signature move called Seta Tech, a status move that prevents all damage done to the user for 1 turn, just like Protect, but with the added bonus that if the protection is hit, the user will also gain a 1-stage boost to its special attack. When exposed to an oval stone, the Happini Evolution Stone, it'll evolve into Seta Dream. Based on the Circle of Dreams Druid subclass, this nature monument is a pure Fey magic support Pokemon, utilizing its nature abilities to heal its teammates' wounds or teleport them out of harm's way. When exposed to a hard stone, you'll get Seta Guard. Based on the common homebrew Guardian class, as well as a durable medieval castle, this form is far and away the hardest hitting Sedilution. As while it is extremely slow on account of being a literal castle, it also has the signature ability Seta Hard, which boosts the power of all the user's rock type moves by 20%, just like the hard stone, to reflect the fact that it's basically constantly holding one. When exposed to a lagging tail, yes, we're getting very niche, you'll get Seta Ride. Based on the Cavalier Fighter subclass, this form is now a lance-armed warrior riding an Onix, which basically makes it 2 Pokemon in 1, giving it the insane signature ability Seta Duo, which makes all its attacks hit twice, exactly like Mega Kangaskhan's Parental Bond, but with the downside of always attacking last in the move order, as it's still part Lagging Tail. When exposed to a Rock E helmet, it'll evolve into Seta Dwarf. Based on a Dwarf race inventor, this Pokemon is entirely themed around a dwarven mine worker, with its pickaxe arm used for chipping away its stone, weakening its frame, before bashing it with its hammer arm. But easily the strangest item today is the odd keystone, which is the item used to create Spiritomb, which when exposed to Sedimite creates Seta Lich. Based on another popular homebrew class, the Lich, this Pokemon is almost entirely destroyed, even holding its own head in its hand, as it would appear that Spiritomb didn't take too kindly to being fused with another Pokemon, as it's now in a constant state of trying to burst its way back out. Okay, that's all the random stones. Everyone happy?
No, there's still one more thing we want.
Yeah, what's that? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Get away from me! Get away from me! No! Seta, sire? What am I? You'll pay for this, Sedimite!